Over the years, there have been many downright scary anime villains, and I'm not talking about villains who just hate puppies, rainbows, and sunshine. These anime villains only care about setting the world on fire and then forcing you to watch as it burns. I'm talking about Uchiha Madara, Aizen Sosuke, Evil Boo, and so many more. We all know that animes have villains for days, but which of its most popular villains is the most diabolical? Which devious monsters can make other anime villains cringe and say, man, these guys are evil? If you really want to know, then join us today as we rank the top 8 most evil villains in anime. Number 8. Don Quixote Doflamingo. Yes, it's no surprise that a villain from the One Piece universe makes it onto this list. Doflamingo is not the most powerful villain in the anime, yet his sadism and viciousness make him a villain that even other One Piece baddies would think twice about messing with. We are talking about a guy who killed both his dad and brother at just the age of 10, then he goes on to become the captain of the Doflamingo Pirates and the king of Dressrosa. He then takes over the island to rule them with an iron fist. And I know what you're thinking, taking over and oppressing an island is standard One Piece villainy, right? Kaido did it, Crocodile did it as well, and the list goes on. But what sets Doflamingo apart is the absolute lack of remorse with which he takes innocent lives. Especially with his ultimate ability, the Birdcage. Doflamingo can trap and massacre an entire island using this ability and does so with a smile on his face. It's safe to say he has a few screws loose. Number 7. Pain. Now, when a bad guy is named Pain, then you know he's a villain you don't want to mess with. Nagato, or Pain as is his moniker, is one of the most powerful yet merciless characters in Naruto. Besides being the leader of the Akatsuki, which is arguably the most badass group of villains in all of anime, sorry Espada. He also controls the corpses of 6 powerful shinobis and uses their unique abilities and coordination to overpower any protagonist. This ability is known as the 6 Paths of Pain. Pain killed Naruto's teacher Jiraiya, and if that wasn't bad enough, he also killed Naruto's leader and mentor Kakashi. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he turned Konoha into rubble, killing thousands of innocent people. He overpowered Naruto, and when Naruto's waifu Hinata tries to protect him, Pain straight up bitch slaps her into a coma. Man, this guy's evil. If not for Naruto's bullcrap friendship powers, I don't think anyone would have been able to stop Pain. Number 6. Griffith. Few anime villains have mastered the art of backstabbing like the former leader of the Band of the Hawks, Griffith. When we're first introduced to Griffith in the Berserk series, he's portrayed as a kind, charming, soft-spoken mercenary leader who would do anything to protect his men. Even Guts, one of the most hard-boiled protagonists in anime, couldn't help but fall for his charms. He was so charismatic that Guts' girlfriend Casca and the rest of Griffith's army loved him and would have given their lives for him. And they did, literally. Griffith sacrifices all his men just so he can gain the powers of a demon lord. His men are torn limb from limb by demons while he transforms. And then, when he's done, he straight up rapes Casca right in front of Guts. This event was so traumatic that Casca lost her mind and Guts vowed revenge. Griffith would sacrifice anything and anyone for his lust for power, and that's what makes him so sinister. Number 5. Dio Brando. When it comes to the hating game, no anime villain does it better than Dio Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. The dude is so relentless in his quest for evil that he becomes a vampire just so that he can have an eternity to prey on the good and the weak. And there was no family he loved preying on more than the Joestars. After weaseling his way into the Joestar family, he kills Jonathan's dad, and then later kills Jonathan himself, cuts off his head, and takes his body. Then, several decades later, during the Stardust Crusaders saga, he kills Kakyoin and Joseph Joestar using his incredible stand ability, the World. Thankfully, Joseph was brought back to life through random anime nonsense, but still, Dio has cemented his legacy as one of the most iconic and hateful anime villains of all time. Number 4. Aizen Sosuke. Ichigo has battled many enemies in the Bleach series over the years, but longtime fans will agree that there has not been a bad guy as sinister and deceitful as Aizen. Though he started off as a Shinigami, Aizen's ambitions were far loftier. His ultimate plan was to kill the Soul King and take his place, and he didn't care who he had to destroy to get there. He used his fellow captains and Shinigami as lab rats for his Hogyoku experiments. He manipulated and deceived everyone he came in contact with, including Hinamori, who idolized him. He massacres the entire Central 46 just so he could get Rukia executed. And then, when he was done playing with his guinea pigs, he ran to Hueco Mundo, and there he subdued the Hollows and created an Arrancar army. His main lieutenants, the Espada, were so ruthless that even Soul Reaper captains had a hard time with them. Yet each one feared Aizen above anyone else. Aizen was so devious that he didn't flinch at eliminating his close companions like Ichimaru Jin and Kaname Tosen when he was done using them. His plan was to sacrifice the whole of Karakura Town just so he could become the Soul King. Aizen is one villain you don't want to mess with. Number 3. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara is a villain that needs no introduction. As the leader of the Uchiha clan and co-founder of Konoha, he was one of the most powerful shinobis that ever lived. His ultimate goal was to end conflict by activating Infinite Tsukuyomi, a genjutsu ability that would strip the entire world of their free will and place them into a dreamlike state till their deaths. He believed in this goal so much that he didn't care who he had to manipulate, deceive, and kill in the process. His plans even led to the Fourth Great Ninja War, an event that took the lives of countless shinobis and innocent people. You know a villain is evil when the warring shinobi states unite just so they can defeat him. Though some may argue that he wasn't truly evil, as he believed he was doing the right thing for humanity, just as Pain and Obito did. But the sheer brutality and ruthlessness with which he hatched his plans and crushed his enemies betray Madara as a villain who clearly does not have the best interest of humanity at heart. Number 2. Father. The second to the last most evil anime villain is Father, or Homunculus, as he has also been called. Nobody really knows this guy's real name, and that's how old he is. Back in ancient times, he wiped out the entire nation of Xerxes just so he could gain a human body and immortality. And as the first ever homunculus, he gave rise to other homunculus monsters who caused death and destruction all over the world. These guys did some pretty terrible stuff. They were absolutely hideous! Except for Lust though, Lust was a baddie.
Naughty, naughty, you teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
Father is viciously evil because human life is so trivial to him. He wiped out entire cities and committed full-on genocide just to create Philosopher's Stones and gain power. Though his ascension to godhood was only for a brief time, he will forever be remembered as one of the most ruthless and inhumane anime villains ever. Number 1. Frieza. Yep, villains in animes don't get any badder than Frieza. This alien megalomaniac lives, breathes, and radiates evil. From how he talks down on the Saiyans and calls them monkeys.
Hello, monkeys!
Which I'm pretty sure is some kind of racial slur in the anime, to his penchant for committing genocide and blowing up planets. Without a doubt, Frieza is Space Hitler. And to prove it, he spreads death and destruction everywhere he goes. Let's do a roll call, shall we? First, Frieza goes to planet Vegeta, almost wipes out the entire Saiyan race, and then blows up their planet. Then he goes to Namek, almost wipes out the Namekian race, and then blows up their planet. He then goes to Earth, but Trunks cuts him in half. But his hating game is so strong that he returns to Earth, kills the entire human race, and blows up their planet. Wow. This is a guy that's committed to the act of villainy. He does not shy away from taking innocent lives, even the lives of children and seniors. And though his powers have been somewhat nerfed as Dragon Ball progressed, few Dragon Ball or anime fans can deny that Frieza is undoubtedly the most evil villain in the history of anime. That said, here are a few honorable mentions. Kibutsuji Muzan from Demon Slayer, Johann Wilhelm Liebert from Monster, Evil Boo from Dragon Ball Z, Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa, Yu Havok from Bleach, Imu and the Gorosei from One Piece. Finally, Kaguya Otsutsuki from Naruto. And there you have it! Those were the top 8 most evil villains in anime. Did we miss any villains on our list? Let us know in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell to get regular updates on new videos. I make awesome anime and manga content like this every week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.